everybody, it is I, Miss Willow, and I have been working on a project recently. I remember that a couple years ago, perhaps, I have started to code mods for Minecraft, and back then I had less patience, more stress with it, and did not find the process very easy. A couple years later, fast forward to right now, I just decided one day spontaneously to work on a project. So, in Minecraft, I have been coding new mods, or a mod, which I want to be a great useful mod which people or myself can use to make the game much more useful in the ways where it might not be. Even though I love the game so much, there are some aspects of it which I do want to see. Creating myself my own tab here, the Miss Willow's FarrenDale mod. Welcome to Miss Willow's FarrenDale mod! I am going to go into my new tab and look at the start of my journey. Right here you can see I have sweet berry pie, which a lot of you guys voted on as the first item I make. Birch beer, which is a classic from my old mod, which I gave up on. Fiddlehead ferns, which turn a very useless item in-game into something maybe a little more useful. Dough, which is a staple for a lot of different opportunities and possibilities. Hybrid seeds, which will come in handy with hybridizing new foods to love, such as butternut squash, ginger, and what I worked on latest, the corn cob. So, all of these have beautiful features, lots of cool work in progress that I have been practicing. I am going to be hopefully upgrading and updating new ideas for all of these in the future. And currently, I have put my mod into CurseForge. I will have a link in the description for download, so by the time you guys see the video, there might be a chance that it has been approved. But currently, of the time making it, it is not approved and might not show up. So, that being said, let's get into what this mod really has to offer. It all starts with the crafting table. Now, we all have a crafting table, don't we? I would be a little bit concerned if we don't. But what happens is, in the world, you will have abundance of grass. Grass is an item where you first want to create your first crops, your first farm, and what else but wheat seeds are you able to get from grass? Not much. So, with the wheat seeds that you might acquire, let's see what else we can create. So, taking some wheat seeds, I will go into a crafting table and make my first item. Wheat seeds don't give you anything, right? Oh, well maybe with Miss Willow's FarrenDale mod you might be able to get something with 2 wheat seeds. What's that? A hybrid green seed. Now, unlocking all the hybrid seeds, you will be able to discover many different possibilities, different breeds of food, different plants, different hybrid seeds, and so much and so forth. So with our hybrid green seed, we are able to craft our first item. Hybrid green seed mixed with regular wheat seeds will hybridize into dried kernels. You might know what dried kernels might be. So dried kernels, as you can see, look like that. So far, of course, this is a work in progress, which I want to improve upon this mod continuously for a long time. So expect to see videos showcasing my new thoughts and plans and ideas and different forms of modding. He really likes my kernels. So, I have kernels. What do you do with kernels? But first of all, there is a lot more that we must get into. Alright, as you can see in my inventory, I am holding wheat seeds, another staple, wheat, another staple, eggs, which are another staple, and some different items, including glowberries, beetroot, pumpkins, sweet berries, apples, cocoa beans, and potatoes. Now, all of these have a purpose now. You are able to create hybridized seeds using these wonderful opportunities. I I like to call them opportunities. You might call them something else. So they must so far go in this exact crafting pattern. If you take a potato is a root, right? Put that in there, and you get a hybrid root seed. Now, that opens up all the possibilities for the roots. Next, you take cocoa beans, a little bit more of a rare item. You'd have to travel to a different biome or find an interesting way of getting these. Cocoa beans will give you a hybrid bean seed. An apple, very easy to get. Hybrid fruit seed. And of course, you want to put a berry in there, and you'll get a hybrid berry seed. A pumpkin will give you a hybrid marrow seed. A beetroot will give you a hybrid allium seed. And glowberries will give you a special item, a hybrid fantasy seed. Now this is a fantasy world, right? Right? Yes, obviously. So we will have things that are more or less fantasy. Now we might not be able to use these right now. Not all of them. Hybrid marrow seed we will be using. Hybrid bean seed not quite yet, but hybrid root seed yes. We will go back into our crafting table and finally bring to life these hybrid seeds, which will give us ginger nubs, dried kernels, and butternut squash seeds. All of these within a very similar family to be able to give you something really cool. Villager, get out of the way, please. I know you're excited about the new food. But here we have a whole slew of new things. Ginger nubs, dried kernels, and butternut squash seeds. Taking this farmland, I will plant the kernels, I will plant the ginger, and I will plant the butternut squash seeds. Butternut squash is growing, butternut squash is growing, and butternut squash is grown. The ginger nubs are growing. The ginger nubs are finally full grown. And the corn kernels are growing, and then they've grown. But with a rising sun, we can do anything. So, gathering these, they will give you one of the food items and multiple of the seeds. So now I have corn cob, ginger, and butternut squash. The butternut squash is cute and edible. The ginger, of course it would not taste good, but these might be coming in handy with recipes. Ginger is another edible item, and the corn as well. So, now, where did the pies come from? Where did all the birch beer and sweet berry pies? Charcoal oak doesn't have a purpose quite yet, but bear with me. Fiddleheads, dough, what are all those doing? What do they do? Well, I am going to show you. Eggs are another very common item in the game, and if I mix an egg with wheat, I will get 3 doughs, which will come in handy. Eggs, sugar, dough, and a sweet berry will give you a new food item, the sweet berry pie, which now puts to use one of our favorite berries to come across in the boreal forest. Ah yes, a food for the tundra. A beautiful specimen of a homemade good, which can again be eaten. Wonderful. But that's not it. I am going to now travel to the forests of the birch biome. I will need a bottle of water, sugar, and a birch sapling for this recipe. And they will go right in the beginning of our crafting table, right here. Water, sapling, sugar. And you will get a new item, birch beer, which I am currently working on. I am currently hoping to give some little effects, maybe a little speed boost, maybe something else. It should eventually return the glass bottle to you when you're done drinking it, which would be ideal. I mean, you don't want to waste glass, but that's why we have mods like this, so that we can get new resources without having to waste all the resources in the land. That is what I like to do when modding. I like to make new ways of gathering iron, new ways of making bone meal with seashells, which I had in my last mod, making all sorts of things, and maybe you could even find glass bottles with fishing. Who knows? things like that. So, without further ado, that is what I have so far for my FarrenDale mod. Keep in touch. Keep an eye out for new videos and updates. I have been working on this nonstop, and I am excited about it. I have a lot more patience now and have gotten even further with my learning experience than I have my last try. So, have fun. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take a look in the description of these videos for the download link. Again, I am waiting for CurseForge to approve my mod so that other people can see it and view it and download it. But for the time being, I'll put the link in the description. It wouldn't hurt. So, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe to enjoy my other videos and cheer me on. And have a wonderful, beautiful day. Have a great day, everybody. And feel free to let me know what you think of all these little tiny details, which make my game so much better. Bye, everybody!